Hello and welcome. I am Gar1onriva and this is my 2018 State of the Channel. As it is the end of January, I thought I'd talk about all my current series and give a bit of info about how they're doing, where they're going, and maybe what comes next. I'll also be announcing my plan for how to get around the ShowPro blocking of a lot of Poki Sins episodes, so we have a lot to get through. I'll start with the series that'll be ending soonest and go from there. Age of Decay. This is my longest running gaming series to date, both in episodes and in time spent on the series. It's a Minecraft survival series with Joel, Moo and James, in which we travel through Mistcraft ages in search of Utopia, the perfect world. The series has been going for a very long time, but I can confirm that we have recorded the finale of the series and that it isn't too far off. I can also state that we have a sequel series planned due to how well received the first one was, but that we're not going to be going straight into it. I feel that with Farwins Stranded, there's enough Minecraft on my channel for a bit after Age of Decay ends. Farwins Stranded. Speaking of which, this one. This is the hardcore survival series done entirely in character. I tried to survive on a desert planet and find my missing friend Joel, with only my ship's computer as company. Because it's a hardcore series, the only thing stopping my world from being deleted are a few clones of myself. The series has hit a few bumps lately, as it's the most awkward of my gaming series to record, but I know where it's going and I'm really confident about being able to do it. I see it as having various story arcs, like anime do. The Magnum Torch arc has just finished and a new arc has just begun. As with Age of Decay, I'd like to do a sequel series to Farwind when it's done, if there's interest. As for when the series itself will end, I'll finish this new arc and see what's left of the mod pack and what the interest is like. Gar1onriva's Pokemon Emerald. Moving on to the Gar1onriva's series, first up is Emerald. It's my playthrough of Pokemon Emerald on an emulator where I catch every different wild Pokemon I can and plan on catching the legendaries at least. With the Name a Legendary fan art contest I ran in December and all of the suggestions I get for nicknames, I'm confident people are enjoying this series. It also bridges the gap a bit between my gaming stuff and Poki Sins. I know that I will be going as far as beating the Elite Four at least and catching the 3 main legendaries, but beyond that is very much up to the viewers. I'd like to beat the Battle Frontier and maybe contests as well, but it really depends on if people want to see that. Once I've reached the first goal, which will be the Elite Four and legendaries, I'll do a poll to see what most people would like. Once Emerald is finished, I do know other Pokemon games that I really want to play on the channel, but I won't be going into them straight away. Gar1onriva's Jalopy. Jalopy is a game I did for first impressions, and I enjoyed it so much that I promoted it to full GV status. It's an early access game in which you maintain and upgrade your car as you drive across Eastern Europe. I am thoroughly enjoying my playthrough, and if I'm correct in thinking that my upgrades and the like will persist between playthroughs, I'd like to do another run with a few changes. Maybe as a live stream, but maybe as an edited series, I'm not entirely sure yet. I really like being able to promote a fun first impressions into a full series, and it's likely a habit that I'll continue into 2018. Gar1onriva's Slime Rancher. This fan favourite series will certainly continue this year, as I know the developers have new updates planned. This is another first impressions that was so enjoyable and enjoyed by the viewers that it became a full series. It's about ranching cute little slime creatures with various needs and attributes. Despite no longer being in early access, they have announced a couple more updates, and I will, as always, cover them as soon as they're released. I don't know how much more they will add to the game, so this year could see an end to the series. Until then, however, Slime Rancher will remain a much-loved, if sporadic, series. Poki Sins. The biggest fan favourite on the channel. I do have news about the Poki Sins situation. For those unaware, I'm fighting a copyright battle with ShowPro over my Poki Sins series. They are falsely claiming copyright infringement and have blocked about 10 episodes and otherwise limited my ability to release new ones. I've been speaking to supporters of my Patreon, which is linked in the description, and I laid out the possible routes I could take in getting the series back to regular uploads. Essentially, the options came down to 3. Continue waiting, upload to another site with ad support, or upload to one without ads and then find another way to pay for it. While I was leaning towards the second one, find a YouTube-like site to upload to which will give me ad revenue, due to the sheer number of blocked episodes and how difficult it is to find a reliable monetized site, I've decided to upload all the episodes directly to my Gar1onriva.co.uk website, which is also linked in the description. I've spent the last week talking to my website manager and other professionals about how I can do this and whether in fact it can be done. While I'm not 100% on how this will look or work, I have been assured that it is very doable. I will repost all previous episodes of the main series, specials, and the Patreon-only Johto series to the website, and they will be viewable there ad-free. I will return to regular uploads of the main series, including BTSFs, along with the Patreon-only Johto episodes. The first few of the new main series episodes, starting with episode 61, will be entirely free to view so I can be sure everything works as intended. Once I'm 100% confident that the website can handle the traffic and streaming, I will need to begin charging for half of the episodes, tweaking a low-tier Patreon reward to something similar to the $10 plus Johto episodes. Each future alternate episode will then be unavailable to free viewers. For example, if episode 63 is free, episode 64 will be paid, and then 65 free again, and so on. The pledge required to access all of the main series episodes will be a $5 monthly pledge. I'm aware that a lot of people will be unhappy with this, but I see this as a suitable compromise to continue the series that people love and still earn enough to keep it as my job. The episodes that are still viewable on YouTube will remain there as long as ShowPro allows, but ad-free versions will be uploaded to my website nonetheless. Even after I begin charging, the first 60 episodes will always be free to view. I promised that the series would return. I'm keeping my promise. Anime style. This series, which is a lot more of a conventional review of anime than Poki Sins is, sort of fell by the wayside as the channel filled up with other things. When there's space for it, I really want to bring this back as a regular series and finish reviewing Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Once I finish that anime, there are a couple of others I'll pick between to review. I love this series idea as it gives me an excuse to watch more anime and then to talk about it. New and irregular series. Beyond the series I've already stated, I always have tons of new ideas I'd like to try. I have unusual ideas for popular games like Subnautica and Fallout that could be turned into alternative gameplay videos, irregular series like Viscera Cleanup Detail, Quest for Trophies, and multiplayer gaming stuff like 2upYo Plays. The channel's turned away from multiplayer content in recent months due to most of my usual gaming friends having job and family commitments. That said, I can still sometimes pin them down for a session or two, and more than ever I'd like to collaborate with other gaming channels. I'd like to get Hampyro back on for some videos and hopefully make new contacts and friends in the wider YouTube community. First impressions and top and bottom fives are still going, and are voted on each month by supporters of my Patreon. I expect to continue them for some time as I always have more games to try for the first time and opinions to share on various topics. I'm confident that we can get past the recent upheavals on YouTube and on the Gar1onriva channel, and we can make it to that 100k subscriber milestone. I'd absolutely love to hit that mark before 2019 comes around. Thank you very much for watching. I'm very excited for where the channel is going this year, and I hope you guys are too. If there are any games or other content that you'd like to see me cover in the coming year, please leave me a comment. I can't promise that I'll want to cover it, but I consider, however briefly, every idea I'm told. I urge you to check out the various series I've mentioned in this video, as well as my Twitter and website and Patreon, all of which are linked in the description. Have a good year, and this was my 2018 State of the Channel video. Catch you later.